Hello, everybody. Hello, this is Linda DeVitas, psychic clairvoyant medium, certified healer, Reiki healer, dolphin healer, magnified healers, professional space clearer, channel manifestation channeling, and I am the host of Healings on the Go with Linda DeVitas. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So nice to see everyone on today. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Welcome, welcome. Please do like and share. Today we're going to be talking about energy, different levels of energy, low and high, but we're going to start off with the low vibration. Sometimes we're going through our moments, and of course, life is sure not easy, but we always have a choice. We can't stop everything from happening to us, but we can be aware of things. And what we can be aware of is where we're putting our focus on. What are we listening to? What are we looking at? You know, everything has energy. The trees have energy, the computers have energy. It always depends what exactly you're focusing on. So I'll give you an example. Whenever we feel angry and depressed, sure, we have to go through the emotion, we have to express it. We just can't just leave it for days on end. When you do that, what ends up happening? What ends up happening is you get on a lower vibration. Now, I want people to be aware exactly of how this works. So I'll give you an example. When you feel jealous, anger, depressed, and you're sitting on this emotion for a long time, maybe even a few days or a week, your energy starts absorbing things. And what happens then? We have an auric field which starts attracting. Now, what is on the lower energies? Those are where earthbound spirits come from. They always come, and sometimes many of them have not even crossed over. So sometimes we're going on that low vibration and we're picking up things, and then we wonder why bad things are happening, because we're vibrating on that level. We're vibrating off of negative energy. We don't want to, because we went through either we can go through a divorce or we can go through some kind of depression, but I always tell people, do not sit on it long, because it's going to hurt you more than it's going to help you. And that's how car accidents, do you know why some people attract car accidents? What do you think the emotion hides behind that? It is anger. Anger attracts car accidents. Now, we can't say all car accidents, but most of the time, if you notice, I've noticed like some cars are red. So anger is a red color. So we have to be like aware of things that we're attracting on an unconscious level. Sometimes we don't even know what we're doing. You know, what are we saying? What are we looking at? What shows are we looking at? So sure, we are here on a soul journey. We are here to experience life. And we can't always say like, don't look at this and that. But I believe that after a time, it's like saying a little girl wearing diapers at 10 years old. We do go through our stuff, and I went through my stuff that I even wrote a book about it, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, and that was not fun at all. You can find it at healingsonthego.com. But basically, what I want to say is everything is experience. We can't avoid everything, but we sure can try to manage what we're looking at, what we're focusing on. I'll give you another example. When we're looking at bad, like, okay, nothing, to me, it could be bad. To someone, it could be entertaining. So if we're looking at haunted houses, sure, everybody likes to watch it occasionally, but do you know that spirits go through TV shows? Everything is energy, and spirits travel through electronic stuff. There comes a time when young guys are developing and they start watching X-rated stuff. Even men that are at an older age, sure, okay, you're experiencing that, but if you focus on that for a long period of time, have you noticed people that are obsessed with it, what kind of life they have? They're not happy, I tell you one. They're depressed, and it usually ruins relationships unless that person is into it too. But that lust level is very low vibrational, because there are different kinds of sexual activity. So it can be the lower vibration, which is lust, and they call it the demonic energy. because it's lust. It is something that, it's lusty. So it's a lower vibration. What happens to that? I'll tell you a funny story. One time, my friend was practically obsessed with it. So I told her, you're going to attract a lower dimension, a lower entity, a demonic energy. And sure enough, she had a dream that one was attacking her. I said, what you look at is focusing back at you. What you're looking at is looking back at you, that energy that you're vibrating on. I want to say a quick hello to Tony, my friend. Thank you for coming on. Thank you. Hi, Anne. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Please do like and share. Happy Valentine's to all of you. Hi, Lorraine. Welcome, welcome. So basically, I'm talking about energy. And she attracted a lower entity that came into her room and she couldn't get rid of it. So I told her that you're watching, X-rated stuff, is a window to the lower side. Even when we cross over, what you are attracting, what your soul energy is, what your overall energy is what dimension you're going to fall on. So you really do have to be aware. We do have free will to see, look, and act as we please, but it does not mean that everything has consequence. You can do whatever you want, but at the end of it all, are you learning something? Is it helping you? Is it making you feel happy? If it is, go for it. If it's not, then change the channel. You do not want to sit in a lower energy for long. So I printed on a vibrational scale, and here are some of them. Depression. Depression is a big thing now in the United States. A lot of people killing themselves. Not only are you hurting yourself, you're hurting others by watching you suffer. It's an unfortunate thing, and nobody wants to be depressed. But with proper guidance and proper mentality, you can always try to uplift. I always tell people, do not focus on your problem. Focus on the solution. By focusing on the problem is going to cause more problems. By focusing on the solution opens up a window of opportunities. Sadness, depression, all are the lower energies. Anxiety. I went through tremendous anxiety when I was younger. I went through a lot of fear. I was raised in a very haunted house. I wanted to be okay. See, sometimes you want to, but you can't. And that's where I talk about healings. But we're going to go on to that a little bit later. But right now, I do want to talk about the lower energies. And anxiety was one of my worst ones. I suffered with severe panic attack and anxiety to the point that I just couldn't take it anymore. It was like, either you're going to put me on pills or you're going to help me. And that's when I found a spiritual lady that really guided me and helped me out. So along with that is jealousy. Jealousy is something that I guess everyone has a little bit of. We're all human. Some people do not like, what they're seeing. Of course, okay, you're with someone, you don't want them to disrespect you. So that's a bit normal, but over jealousy is where it's explosive, where it's dangerous. You have to also realize that what we're projecting, our energy is affecting others. So if you feel jealous and rage, then what do you think you're going to attract? You see, it all starts with you and how you are thinking of yourself, how you are feeling. Everything is deep rooted. All our insecurities are for a reason, and nobody is perfect. I'm far from perfect, but I've learned through what I went through to try to help and guide others. And jealousy is one of the common ones that, we all get a little bit, but could be very destructive. Again, that's one of the lower energies: jealousy, rage, depression, anxiety. Just want to look at the math and go on from there. Fear and hatred. See, those are all lower dimensions. And not only are they lower dimensions, where does it affect? It affects the body. It affects different areas of the body. When you feel fear, where is it hurting? Your heart. Everything is affecting us in our own way. Not only energy-wise, our heart is being affected. Hatred comes out in Cancer. Have you noticed a lot of people that hold things in and are very sad and disappointed and angry? Where does that come out? In Cancer. Everything is a physical manifestation of what once became a thought. Once became a thought. So now guilt. Guilt is another real famous one, to feel guilty. I believe that you were doing your best at that time. By being hard on yourself, killing yourself is no way to live. You have to come in terms with at that moment you were doing your best. You were trying your best. There's no need to feel guilty of what happened. All you can do is look forward and change it. Change why you feel guilty. If you don't like it, change it. You can't go backwards, but you could go forwards. You could change another door, another path. Things that don't serve you will serve you a different direction. Holding on to guilt is just like holding on to trash. It will not help you any, but it will slowly kill you. It will kill your insides. It would make you feel worthless, all the lower dimensions again. Lots of guilt and despair. That's another one. So we went through the anger, the jealousy, the sadness, anxiety. Now there's another one that I used to have a lot of: worry, worrying about things, worrying of things I can't control. Anxiety. Anxiety is always worrying about the future when God has everything panned out for us. God knows that through one door, another door will open. I had a time where I was very down and depressed, and I was at the outlets and I was just looking around, and this man told me, Miss, I said in another show, but I'll say it again. He goes, my lady, why you look so sad? So I told him, because, I'm going through some hardships now. Then he goes, don't you know everything's going to pan out? Then I said, really? Then he goes, yes, don't worry. Everything's going to pan out. I promise you. He said, in 1 year, it's going to be totally different. Then I was like, okay, I wish. And I was with my little one in the stroller, and sure enough, she pointed at something. So it kind of distracted me. And then I went to look to see where he went, and he vanished. So God sends us messengers, and we always have to be aware that God is speaking through us. So another low vibration is annoyance. When people annoy you, things that don't make you feel good, things that make you feel heavy are lower vibration. And sitting in it will not serve your highest good. Sitting in it will make you feel heavy, energetically heavy. Do you know that you can gain weight just by feeling all the lower dimensions? Because energy has weight, and the weight becomes very heavy on your body, especially the energy. What you're feeling helps you gain weight, energy weight. There's a lot of people that wanted to lose weight. What I did was I cleared their energy, and they started to lose that energetic weight. Okay, stay tuned, everybody. I'm taking a quick commercial break, and I'll be right back right after these messages. Stay tuned. Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do like and share the live. I really greatly appreciate it. So we spoke about the lower energies. Now we're going to talk about the higher vibrations. So as we make our way up the vibrational scale from being heavy. Hi, Tony. Welcome back. I'm here. As we make ourselves back and we start going up the ladder, up the vibrational scale, what we will do is go up, and the next one is contentment, feeling good about yourself, like starting to feel better. When you start feeling better, you're going up the vibrational scale. And as I said, it's okay to be down, just don't stick on it too long. Start going up, start focusing on things that make you feel good. Go out in nature and talk with the trees. And I know some people think, oh, that's a crazy thing to do, but it's not, because trees have energy. Trees align with the physical form, also pulling up your vibration. I used to go with my little one and talk to the tree and say, hi, tree, can you give me a healing today? And I used to feel the energy go through my feet. And my daughter used to feel it as well. So talking to the trees, God created everything, and they all are magical. They're all here to help guide us and to uplift us. Everything in life, like the crystals in the earth, they're all ways to help keep us positive, keep us uplifted, and keep us going, which leads to the next. I don't see anyone, she says. Oh, I don't know. I don't see anyone. Anyway, so I don't know, Tony, I'm here. So the next vibrational scale is hope. When you feel like you've lost everything, there's always hope. Hey, Anne, welcome, welcome. Going up the ladder is hope, never losing hope. Because when you lose hope is when you feel you've lost it all. So keep going up and don't lose hope. I don't see the show, she says. Try to come back in, Tony. Just close it and come back in. Come back to the show, to the live. Okay, the next one is optimism. Optimism is hard when you're going through stuff, but it's the only door you have. Remember, those past thoughts, those past ideas were not serving you. They weren't helping you. So you want to stick on that, or do you want to change a new leaf? Do you want to turn and look at a different direction? So what you do is you start focusing positively. Okay, what you went through didn't help you, but you have to start turning your direction, turning your focus. Also, again, what you're looking at. There's a time where people are attracted to the negative, and then they wonder why negative things follow them. I had a girl that was very scared of kidnapping. That's all she would focus on. She was scared of kidnapping, scared of that. And guess what ended up happening? She attracted someone that um, actually led to almost being kidnapped. He was right at her doorway watching her. So please be careful, because our thoughts are vibrating and our thoughts are manifesting. They're manifesting your ideas. So you want to be careful what you keep focusing on. If your main focus is always on something negative, then that's what's going to come to you. Instead of focusing on lack, not having, more bills are going to come to you. So that's what I try to do myself. So I just visualize having a ton of money, or, being great, very healthy, being, all these positive stuff. Try thinking positive, uplift yourself, because at the end of it all, it's all you're thinking. When you don't feel good, what happens to you? You get headaches, you feel sick, your vibration is low. But when you're happy, you don't get sick no more. You feel happy, you feel energized. Even if you go sit next to someone with the flu, I bet you wouldn't even catch it, because your bubble becomes strong. Your bubble becomes very strong. And what happens then is that you're not susceptible to things. When you're on the lower dimension, you have energetic holes. When you're on the lower dimension, things leak. Your energy leaks. You feel tired. You feel stressed. You feel all sickness. That's what lower energy is, sickness. Positive energy turns into a great bubble. People shine more. People feel happy more. People feel happy just being next to you. You shine for others. You reflect others' energy. So if I sit next to somebody that's feeling very low, my energy will feel low too, because I actually absorb a lot of this stuff. If I sit next to somebody that's very happy, I feel happy because I'm absorbing their energy. And it's especially hard on empaths, people that are very sensitive like myself. So we pick up a lot of things like sponges. And it's not too fun sometimes. I could tell you a story, a lot of stories, but one time I was sitting next to someone that was full of rage. And I was like, listen, back up a little bit because it was making me feel very angry. I knew it wasn't me, but, and then I said, you don't have to say a word. I feel you. Then he was laughing. He said, yeah, I feel you. All right. So he was in a very bad mood. So people's energy projects, and the way that person's vibrating again is an attraction to others. And what do they say? Like attracts like. So if you feel in an angry mood, you're going to get angry people. If you feel in a happy mood, you're going to get happy people. If you're vibrating on a pornographic energy, you're going to attract that energy. Anything you're vibrating on, you're attracting. So it goes on the next scale: hope, optimism, enthusiasm. These are all happy stuff. God didn't create us here to be miserable and to weep and be miserable all day and just be like, oh, a waste of a day. You know, it's a waste of a day, really, because you can't change it. You can't do anything about it, right? You can't go backwards and say, well, hey, what happened happened in the past. You can't change the past. All you could do is change the moment and change the now. Hi, Mickey. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you on. I hope you can see me, Tony. How's everyone doing today? Happy Valentine's Day. Yay. Today is a day of love, joy, and happiness. Love is the number one healer. I got to tell you that. Love heals on all levels. Surround yourself in love. It's okay if you don't have a significant other. Give yourself a hug. You're special. God created only one of you in this whole universe. You're one in a million. God bless you. You're a beautiful soul inside and out. Hi, Emily. Welcome, welcome. Please do like and share. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. It's awesome you guys being on and joining me today. So, love yourself. Heal yourself by loving yourself. And that's just what you have to do. Do not waste another day by being sad. God did not put you here to be depressed all the time. You're here for a purpose. You're here for a higher purpose. Not everybody could be healers. Not everybody could be um, doctors. But guess what? We're all special in our own way. And we're not created to be miserable. Do you think this lifetime here is forever? Nope. Think again. This lifetime is not forever. So enjoy the moment. Look out the window, and you are blessed to even be here. Thank you, God, say, for my health. Thank you, God, for all what we have. We are really blessed. We are rich more than you know. So that's another thing, appreciation. And what comes next is gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The universe loves thank yous. The universe loves to hear thank you. Do you know how many ungrateful people? God is probably like, hey, say thank you. you know, they always complain, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this. And he's like, you ate today, right? You slept today. You have a home, right? You're healthy, right? So thank you. Thank you, God, for everything. Thank you for all our gifts and all our abundance. We are blessed beyond belief. And the more you say thank you, the greater your blessings become because God hears us all and He's always there, even though we don't hear Him. Now, not everyone believes in God, and that's okay. But He is the creator of all, and I do believe in Him. And I thank Him for all our creations. We are truly blessed. The next one is joy. Keep yourself happy. You don't have to be down all the time. And I know there are situations where you just can't be happy. And that's okay too, like I said. But don't sit in there too long. Try to find the little doorway. If you don't feel happy, talk to a friend. Too much heavy energy, sometimes you want to be happy, but you can't. Get a healing. That's what I do. I do healings for myself all the time. And you have to cleanse the energy, because what is it doing? It's fogging you up from your head. It's becoming heavy. So now you're getting a headache. Then your eyes are going to hurt. You know, it's going down. It looks like a dark veil coming on you, really. And what did it all start with? A thought. Okay, our thoughts are creating everything. So pay attention again to what you're thinking about. Loving unconditionally, that's the best kind of love. The best kind of love is without possession, without jealousy, but unconditional love. Loving someone just because of who they are. Okay? Peace. Peace inside you. Be peaceful like a dove. Be peaceful, because when you feel nervous, others pick up on it, and it's not good for yourself. Your body is all like, would you cut it out already? Your cells are not feeling well, and they're producing abnormally when you feel sick for a long time. Sickness is the imbalance, and it's again, some of the illnesses are contracted from our soul before we came here. We picked to experience certain things, but some of them is because of how we're thinking, how we're feeling, how our day is going. And, you know, nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect, but we all have to try to keep it together. Try to balance yourselves. Try to take notice of things that are not serving your highest good so you can change direction. And by noticing what you're looking at is what you're attracting. What vibration are you focusing on? What vibration are you focusing on? Are you focusing on lack? Are you focusing on stress, anxiety, fear, all the lower stuff? And I tell you, switch your thinking. Switch your thinking before you really don't feel good. And then your body starts talking to it. When your body talks, you better listen. Your body's telling you, hey, that's enough there. So it's going to produce something negative. We have to take it easy, relax, take some nice cleansing breaths. Inhale, exhale slowly, 3 times. Our body needs oxygen. We need to expand our lungs. Sometimes we breathe shallow and our body tenses up, and then we feel cramped up and our neck hurts and this hurts and that hurts. That's all stress. So do not focus on your stress. Focus on what you can change. Okay, try to. Our thoughts have power. We either make us or break us. What are you feeding your mind? Are you feeding your mind negative? You're feeding your mind positive. Whatever you're focused on is what's focusing on you. So from my experience, I say, do not curse the darkness. We've all been in a very dark spot, a dark place. Do not curse the darkness because it's bringing you somewhere. There's a reason why you're going through this. Maybe you're supposed to help someone through your experience. Maybe you're supposed to go through a door to help another. Who knows? But I know one thing. My book, Remembering My Pre-Existence, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, I went through a very hard struggle. And no, nothing could have helped, but it helped me become who I am today. It helped me empathize with people that are struggling with anxiety, stress, and fear. It helped me get into the healing. So even though I struggled, good things did happen. So everything is bringing you somewhere, and it's bringing you somewhere good. Our soul is on a journey of experience. Through these experiences, it's leading us to different doorways. Every experience is going down another path. So there really is no mistake. There's just a different path. So if you don't like the path, you got to switch and go to another path. So don't stay on it, and don't go back and say, oh my God, but why did I go on this path? I shouldn't have gone. It's okay. You went through the path. You learned from it. Now you can change direction and go to another path. You learned something through the darkness, what to avoid, what not to do. You learned something. So now keep going and go through the next door. Again, we are not here to suffer day and night. God created us for a reason. We are not here to sit there and suffer. Life is tough, but guess what? We're tougher. Our time is limited, and our time is now. Our time is now to change. You want to make a difference? As I posted, look at yourself. Hi, Cindy. Welcome, my sweet. Welcome. Nice to see you on, beautiful lady. Our time is now. Our time is now to look at ourselves and say, hey, I am beautiful. And that's what I want to practice with people. People have to start loving themselves, accepting themselves. No one is perfect, nobody at all. So look at yourself in the mirror and look at yourself. Look in your eyes and feel your soul. Do you know that I know some people do not believe in this, but I do. We have lived many lifetimes. Our soul is very magical. We have lived other lifetimes and our soul remembers certain things. Now, this is my experience. Not everyone feels the same way, but it's true. So you have to look at yourself, acknowledge yourself, love yourself. And whether you believe in past lives or not, that doesn't matter. All you have to do is really value yourself and know that this time is now. We have to love ourselves. Exactly, Cindy. You know that because how you're projecting yourself is how others are treating you. If you look down on yourself, you think they're going to respect you? No. Do you think that they're going to value you? No. Be confident. Speak how you feel. Speak it with kindness because nobody likes a smart butt. Everyone likes people to speak nice and kind. That's how people listen. You catch more bees with honey than you do milk. So, with that said, speak with kindness. Sometimes we go through life, there's a lot of challenges, disagreements, and stuff like that. But I always say to people, go directly and figure it out, clear the air, because there's a lot of dark energy that's accumulating, and it's good to clear it out and be free. What does tension do? It makes you stuck. What does fear do? It keeps you stuck, paralyzed, tension. You can't move. But when you free yourself from that, you can expand. You feel free to do what you please. You can breathe. You can feel happy. Getting rid of stress is like an elephant getting off your chest. I felt that so many times when I felt so overwhelmed and stressed, I couldn't even move. I was paralyzed in fear. I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to do so many things. I was really crippled in fear, what I went through. But guess what? I started little by little. My twin would encourage me, you got to do this. You got to do this. We used to make up a song. And when we were little, and we would say, you're gonna conquer this. And she would go, what you gonna do? You're gonna conquer this. That's right. You're gonna conquer it because you are strong and you could do it. Gotta motivate yourself. I'm not gonna stay down for long. Get up now. One time I was laying on the bed. This is such a funny story. I was laying on the bed and I felt, kind of not in the good, just one of my days where I felt overwhelmed myself. And my spirit guide just came to me and she goes to me, get up. There's nothing wrong with you. It just came through my head and I was like, okay. And then she goes, get up. There's nothing wrong with you. So stop acting like you're sick. I was like, all right, I'm going to get up. So I was like, geez. So guides, we all have spirit guides. We all have our guardian angel and they're talking through us. They're talking through us. They're trying to help us. Listen to them. They're trying to make signs and they're motivating us on the other side. They're like, oh God, here she goes again. It's actually funny, but it's true. So I heard that. It came through me like, get up. There's nothing wrong with you. So I was like, okay, fine. So that is hysterical. Okay, how do we uplift our vibration? So I'm telling you, uplift, uplift. How can you do it? Look at your current situation. Look at it from an outside point of view. Observe it. Look from it from the outside and say to yourself, this is temporary. This is going to pass. Okay. This is temporary. This is going to pass. Take a deep breath. I am safe. God is protecting me. God is safe. I am safe. I am safe. Remember, God is always talking to us in different ways. Take notice, everybody. Take notice. There are signs everywhere, but we're ignoring it. Yes, we are. Did you ever look at a clock and you see 111? What do you think? That's coincidence? Angels are talking through. God is talking through. Okay, there's times where it's 444 or 222. God is speaking through us. Did you ever walk outside and see a big sign and it says, hang in there? Do you think it was coincidence that you just caught that attention? It's no coincidence. It's all happening for a reason. God is telling you everything's going to be okay. Hang in there. God is talking all the time. He talks through everything. All we have to do is listen to the guidance. What is going through our mind? What feeling are you feeling, right? God talks through our feelings. When there's a voice inside and you're worried and it says, everything's going to be okay, trust it because it will be. He's talking through you. He's talking through you. So take a deep breath and know you are safe. Everything is going to be okay. This is, again, temporary. Everything is going to be okay. Have you ever been in the car and suddenly a song comes up and it says, everything's gonna be okay, or don't worry, be happy? What do you think? Those are coincidences? No, they're not coincidences. Everything's gonna be okay. Be happy. God speaks through songs. He speaks through messengers. I had an experience. I said it on my other show and it was hysterical. And I'll say it again. I was in a packed train and I was playing the Earth Angel this time, and the train was fully packed. And all of a sudden, I got a message to tell this lady that she's going to get engaged soon. So I'm like fighting with myself, and I'm like, I don't want to tell her that she's going to get engaged soon. First of all, she's going to think I'm crazy, and I don't want to relay the message. So something's like, it keeps playing in your head, so you say something. So I was like, oh God. So I said, okay, if the seat in front of me becomes vacant, I will tell her. And I thought to myself, that's never going to happen because this train is fully packed. And thank God I don't have to tell her. What do you think happened? The seat becomes vacant. I was like, oh, now I have to tell her. So I said, excuse me, miss, sorry to interrupt you, but I just got a message that you're going to get engaged soon. I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but that's my message. And she goes to me, oh my God, thank you so much. And then I was like, let me run out of here before she thinks I'm crazy. So it was hysterical, but it does happen. So I was one of the angels trying to relay a message and it wouldn't leave me alone. The message kept playing and playing and playing till I opened my mouth. I was like, would you be quiet? So it was hysterical. I've had to do that twice in my life so far. And sometimes I don't like to do it because not everyone is into this. They will think that you're a little bit strange. So God speaks through friends, messages, songs, numbers. You have it all. If you are paying attention to something, God's going to try to give you the answer. Pray, pray, everybody. Stay tuned. I'm going to take a quick one more commercial break and I will be right back right after these messages. Stay tuned, everybody. Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do like and share. Thank you so much. And again, happy Valentine's Day. So going back to the energy, I just want to tell you we weren't created alone. God created us all, and we always have our spirit guides, angels waiting to assist us. All we have to do is ask for help. And sometimes when we're very overwhelmed, just lift your hands up and say, please, God, please help me. Or if you want to call on to Jesus, they're all there. They're all waiting for you to ask because they cannot intervene without your permission. They cannot, you have to ask them to help you. They are listening. If you need help, you have to ask for help. You're never alone. Okay, never ever. Ask and you shall receive. Also, there are ways to get messages. Some people like to read the clouds. There's people that do readings with the clouds and they start to read them through the different shapes and stuff. I have this lady that always takes beautiful pictures of the clouds and she gives readings with them, which is very interesting. She'll see like a, form of an angel or Jesus or this or that. And it's very interesting how she gets her guidance, how she can help people, how she can project this channeling or this reading. So never give up, everybody. Always hold your ground. Always know that you are special and things might not be good right now, but it's not going to last forever. Just like the rain, it doesn't rain forever. Eventually, the sun will come out. Things will get better for you. Things will uplift for you, but you also have to do the work. I do healings and I always tell people you have to do the work too. You can feel healed, but then do not go back into that energy. When I do healings, I tell people change your shirt because shirts carry the energy. So if you were feeling really bad and miserable that day, guess what? If you put on the same shirt, you're going to feel that energy because everything's picking up. Your bracelets that you're wearing pick up energy. Did you ever notice when people go through a hard breakup, they cut their hair? They cut their hair because they're actually releasing that energy. They want to change it. They want to let it go. So they change the energy. That of what does not serve your highest good of all. So you have to change. You have to want to change. You cannot, I can heal you, but if you don't want to change your thinking, you're going to go right back to the same thinking. You can't stick on it. You want to change, you could change, right? Read inspirational messages and start speaking positive thoughts. Start saying, I love you. Look at yourself. I love you, Linda. You've been here. You yourself have been here your rest of your life. You're going to have to deal with yourself. You have to help yourself. You have to change your thoughts. By, again, thinking on the same wave is just going to stay like that. And it didn't serve you in the past. It's not going to serve you in the future, right? So you just have to keep going, keep being inspired, right? People inspire you. I have my biggest inspiration is Neil Donald Walsh. I love him because he wrote the book Conversation with God, and everything he wrote was so accurate from my experience of what I've seen. Not everyone has seen what I have seen. People have limited beliefs, but that does not mean that what I see is not correct. In my world, that's what I saw with my eyes, with my own thinking. A lot of people believe only what they read. So it's okay, whatever works for you, whatever makes you feel better. That's the main goal. Go out into nature and connect with the trees. Again, hug the trees, talk to the trees, talk to the plants. They're all listening. They all want to help you, right? Because everything has energy. Even a plant could uplift you through this energy. If anyone has any questions about it, let me know. Type in the comment box below and let me know what your questions are. But right now, we are talking about lower and higher. And when you cross over and it's your time to go to the other side, what you're going to do is you're going to have to come to peace. On the other side, you're going to have to go and there's free will there too, but you're also going to have to go to the energy that you're matching. So, for example, when you pass on and you feel very low, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to go to the lower dimensions, and that's where people describe as hell. You don't want to go to the lower dimensions. You don't want to, go that way. People have described hell because that is a lower dimension. Thank you, Cindy, for the hearts. You're so sweet. Okay, the higher dimensions are joy, peace, contentment. Do not die having guilt, you know. Let it all go, let it all flow. Everything is working and you're doing your best. So when you die, there are different dimensions. There's a lower dimension and there's the higher dimension. And that's where we want to go high. And how do you just have to be light and free. You have to know that you live the best that you could. You have to clear yourself from anything that weighs you down. And how do you do that? By coming to terms with it, healing from that energy, speaking to a friend, clearing any kind of disagreement, anything that's weighing you down, try to fix it. You don't have to sit on it. Again, that's where cancer comes from. Cancer comes from the lower dimensions. And unfortunately, some people struggle, with a lot of anger issues. Go and let it out. Scream, punch a pillow, do something, but let it out of you. These energies will weigh you down and destroy you. So it's very important